Alright guys, today we are going to be doing the carburetor and fuel lines on a Husqvarna 145 BT blower. I'll put all the parts in the description below. They come in a kit. Here, I'll open it up, show you what all comes in it. Just click on the link, it'll take you right to it. It comes with a couple of grommets, new fuel lines. It's a good black line too, lasts longer. Fuel filters, brand new carburetor, brand new spark plug, and a gasket. Everything you need to get this going. So first thing we're going to go ahead and do is take this air filter cover off, and there's no air filter. That's awesome. Always keep an air filter in your equipment, guys. Alright, at least he's got the spark arrestor still here. That's usually in here. You usually pull that out too. It's a flathead or a Phillips head screwdriver. We're going to take those two out. Okay, I'm going to need a bigger one. Well, why are you telling them how far we're out before they even come in? What's up, boss man? Not bad. How you doing? What's up?
Look, I got one of those riding lawnmowers at home.
We don't have any space for any riding mowers right now. We're so full, dude. We got no room for it. We're a week out. We'd have to store it here a week while we.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, maybe?
What's that?
The crankcase is all filled up with gasoline,
Carburetor needs to be rebuilt.
okay? But I drained it all out, put fresh gasoline in it, put fresh oil back in it. It starts, and then it runs for a little bit, and then it quits.
Right. It's because the carburetor's bad.
Is that right?
Yeah, you gotta rebuild the carburetor. Yeah, the carburetor's bad. That's all the gas got in the oil. We gotta rebuild the carburetor. Are you mechanically inclined at all?
I am a little bit. Like I said, I changed it all. I stored it. It runs for a little bit.
Do you watch YouTube at all?
Yeah.
Just see if you watch YouTube, they'll show you how to clean your carburetor. You look up your engine, the model, and learn how to clean your carburetor yourself. Other than that, you gotta load it up and you have to go out to like Green Thumb or Burkhart or something like that.
It doesn't necessarily mean, I mean, we can start and then stop again.
It's carburetor.
Is that right?
Yeah, no problem. Sorry guys, I had a customer. Forgot to pause you. Alright, gonna pull the carburetor off. Oh, it's nice stuck on there, but it should come right off. 10 millimeter, we're gonna loosen that. I'm just gonna grab a pair of pliers, break them up free. Get the nut free. Pull the throttle open. Can you see this? Yeah. Throttle open, grab the cable, pull it out, let go of the throttle. Now we're going to remove the fuel lines. You got to just cut them. Cut them, get them out of the way. All right, unscrew this. There, that's gone out of the way. Why is this like this? That's weird. This guy here. Woo! What the heck is going on with that? Nonsense. All right, then new carburetor. We're gonna take the little spacer thingy out of it. Put it on the cable. We're gonna screw it right in to the cable. Try to. There it goes. Lay it on down to where it was before. Pull this cable out. There's a wide side and a shallow side. You want the wide side on this side. You're going to full throttle it, holding the cable. Cable in, like that, and then squeeze the trigger, and this should wiggle right on in, just like that. So we're not getting very good. Hold on. Not very good throttle on this. We're going to unscrew this couple loops. Try it again. Another loop. Try it again. One more. That's giving us good throttle right there. We might even go one more. Yeah, that's good. Boom, all the way wide open throttle. That's what we want right there. Then we're going to bring this nut down to it. We need to tighten it down. That. All right, let's go ahead and get these fuel lines done here. We're going to reach in with a flathead screwdriver, get underneath this grommet here, and just pry it up and out. Boom, that's up and out, just like that. Filter everything right on out of there. That filter is clogged, look at that. We're gonna take the gas cap off, and then we're gonna drain all the bad gas. There's nasty gas in there. Gonna drain all that out. Before we drain it out, rinse off this area. Make sure there's no dirt in the way when you put it in. I'm gonna throw a bunch of carb cleaner inside the tank too, and then I'm gonna drain all this out. All right, so we're gonna take our fuel line. We're gonna cut a point into it. We're gonna stick it in our grommet. You see one side's narrower than the other side. That's the bottom. I'm going to stick it through. The narrower side is going to be the bottom side. Stick it through this, and then we're going to pull it right on out of the grommet. Like that. That only has to come through about an inch. We're going to kind of lay it here in the machine. Get us a measurement. It's not going to be that long, but we're going to do it that long for now. We're going to cut this into a point again. Pull this out. The next hole we're going to do, push it through. And this time we're going to pull it through a decent amount, like 6 or 8 inches. Like that. We want it to be able to lay down on the bottom of this tank when you put it in there. Cut this point off. Brand new filter, gonna stab it on it. It's a tight fit, but you want it to be. Gotta get it shoved right all the way on there. Best you can. You gotta use your needle nose, use them. Just want to get it past that ridge so it closes around it a little bit. See how it's coming around it and closing off on it? I want it down past that ridge as much as possible. Wiggle it, get it in there. Whatever we gotta do. There, it's in there. Alright, now the longer one, the longer line is the filter line. Alright, we're gonna stick this down into the tank. Get it shoved in to the hole there, nice and tight. There we go. Longer line's got the filter, shorter line does not. We're gonna go ahead with our carburetor. Oh. Okay, there we go. It's like, why is it weird? I had it backwards. I left the old gasket on there. See, it's got the little hole. That little hole is your vacuum line. It matches up with the little hole on the carburetor. Here, let me get the old carburetor. Where's the old carburetor? On the floor. Old carburetor. See, there's a little hole. That's the vacuum line that runs the fuel pump that's built into your carburetor. Make sure all that lines up. I'm just using the old gasket. It does come with a new gasket. You can use the new gasket if you tore the old gasket. I didn't tear it, so I'm leaving it on like that. I'm going to go ahead and screw this in. One side at a time. Don't over tighten one side before you got the other side in place. Make sure you wiggle it around the air filter and get this where this choke arm goes. It's got to fit over there's a fat part of this nut. You want it to be over top of, or it'll pinch it. Down, down. All right, let's get this thing in a better position. Again, the short line, which is this one, is the return. The long line, which is this guy right here, is the fuel filter line. So return line, we're going to cut the length. Wish this wasn't so close. Whatever. I'm going to cut it to length. And it's going to go on the smaller nipple right here. The bigger nipple goes to the fuel filter. The smaller nipple is return line. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Then we're going to cut the long line to length. We want a little slack on these because they will shrink from the ethanol. We're going to shove that onto the big nipple. There you go, you got a little slack on both of them, they're ready to go. Some gas in this, now we're going to prime it. Alright, she primed up. If it doesn't prime up, it's probably, if you look down here, you'll see foam coming out of the fuel filter. That means these lines are just backwards. Just flip them around. Put the gas cap back on. So and prime it up. Choke. Off choke. In the throttle. Runs too good, it wouldn't shut off. Alright, so it's smoking a lot. They must have had the gas mixed really rich before. We're going to see if I can find me a filter for this thing. I'm going to put this metal piece in first. It's a spark arrestor. It keeps any backfiring from you know, going through. Put the filter, foam filter in, and this guy hooks down to the bottom. Bam, just like that. She's ready to go. I got a Bixie on-off problem, but other than that, she's ready to rock and roll. All right, guys, this helped you out in any way, shape, or form. give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Any of the parts I'll put in the description for you. If you want to do any advertising through my channel, message me. I'll be more than happy to have you. Peace.